Welcome to Exploring with D-Rob. Let's go. Good morning, welcome back. Down at the Pinnacles in Berea today. First time here on video, but been here probably more than anywhere else just because it's close to home. A lot of nice overlooks here. Several trails. Probably just going to hit a few of them today. Getting a little bit later start than usual, but wanted to come over and try to catch some of the leaves before they fall off. Pretty windy today, so I'll probably get to see a lot of them fall today while we're here. I'm gonna go up here and check out Indian Fort Lookout first. A little sky interest, so hopefully it sticks around till we get up there. Get a little photography done. Let's go. From the parking lot up to where Indian Fort Theater is up here on the right is a paved trail. Once the trail actually starts up into the woods, it becomes dirt and gravel. I think the plan today is going to be head straight up to Indian Fort Lookout, photograph there. Then there's another little overlook that looks back down towards 21. But photograph of that too, and then head over to Eagle's Nest and then out to the East Pinnacle to wrap up the hike. So should be some good views today, hopefully some sky interest. Maybe the wind will lay down a little bit, not blow all the leaves off on me today. Haven't been here in a while, but looks like we got some new signage up. I'm guessing there's probably going to be several of these scattered along the trails. Looks like this one here is describing an eastern red cedar. Be this little guy here. Pretty interesting. Couple more of the tree description signs. Got a dogwood and a red oak. Don't see any more close by, but sure we'll see more. Looks like a new bench here that wasn't here in my last visit. Looks like this one's from the Boy Scouts of America. Shame they gotta chain it up to keep somebody from taking it. Still got some color hanging around, and still got some hardwoods hanging on to some green leaves. Coming up on our first trail junction here. Got another bench. That one's been here for quite some time. If you take a left here, take you around to the West Pinnacle. Probably my least favorite. I know a lot of people like it, just don't do much for me. Straight up the hill here, the way we're going to be going, Indian Fort Lookout. And then if you were to make a right, that'd take you around to the East Pinnacle. But anyway, you got 3/10 of a mile pretty much straight uphill, so might as well get started. About a quarter of the way up the hill here. Come up to the little bench if you need a rest. I'm breathing heavy, sounds like I need to, but moving on. Looking like the color of the day is going to be yellow for the most part. Had some red and orange down closer to parking, but once you get on up into the woods, it goes to mostly green and yellow. Coming up to the top of the hill now. I hadn't noticed until I was getting closer to the top of the hill. They put some trail markers on some trees. Once again, a lot of yellow up here. Here's our next trail junction. Right here you could take a left. That'll take you over towards the West Pinnacle as well. If you make a right, lead you out towards the East Pinnacle and the cutoff for Eagle's Nest and Buzzard Roost. We're going to stay straight right here. This will take us over towards the Indian Fort Lookout. Also take us over towards the Devil's Kitchen Trail. I'll show you that one in just a second. As you can probably tell, the wind is still whipping real bad. As you come over to the cliff line here, see another sign here to the left. The trail once again goes to the left, which will take us to the Indian Fort Lookout, which is the way we'll be going. Little trail out through here to the right takes you down to Devil's Kitchen. We'll step, let me just step over here to the edge. The trail will take you down below the cliff line. And you'll see this big rock shelter here. That's Devil's Kitchen. And that's actually an arch. We'll step on over here above it. And you can see the arch opening. Right here. Got it gated off so you can't fall down through there, but that's the arch opening for Devil's Kitchen Arch. Step across through here. Head on out to Indian Fort Lookout. A little break in the tree line here. Let you get a good look across through there. See some of the foliage. Don't know why we're staying so bright. Not sure why that was staying so bright a minute ago, but there you can get a look over through there at some of the colors. Still a lot of green down in the valley. Another fella up here, so we'll step on over there here in just a second. I'm going to get the camera out and get a few shots over this way first, though. This is the first time I've been up here since about this time last year, since my last visit. Looking down in here is private property, and if you look across through here, you can see where they logged it late last year. Now that there's a little color in the woods, it's not quite as bad of an eyesore, but I saw pictures right after it was logged, and it really looked bad over through there. And naturally, since I'm going to overlooks, not a lot of sky interest. A little bit trying to show up over through there, but as you look back this way, mostly all blue. Guess I could point a few things out while we're here. Let's see what we're looking at. This is the West Pinnacle. If you look on out past the West Pinnacle over there, you can see a water tower. It's looking back over towards town and the college. As you pan on over to the right, you can see some of the factories in Berea and the high school. Panning on over to the right, looking back up towards Richmond. See several subdivisions up through there. If I got any decent shots, probably already seen them. Here's one last look from Indian Fort Lookout. I'm gonna follow this trail around the cliff line back over to the main dome trail. We'll go over and check out this little unnamed overlook I mentioned earlier. It looks back over towards 21. 21's the road we came in on to get to the Pinnacles. Here's another nice little look down on Davis Holler from another outcrop just to the left of Indian Fort Lookout. As you meet back up with the main dome trail, there'll be signage here to your left. You want to make a right, and barely out of sight down here you'll see a rock outcrop to the left. I think the wind's picking up instead of getting better. Really gonna put some leaves on the ground today. Here's the rock outcrop and overlook I was talking about. Well, as rough as the wind is right here, I think I'm just going to bypass photographing right here and work my way on out towards Eagle's Nest. Hopefully the way the wind's coming in, the ridge top will block the wind on us a little bit over there. Coming back up on the first trail junction we had earlier. A while ago we went straight to Indian Fort Lookout. This time we're going to stay straight ahead the way we're going here. Out towards Eagle's Nest. We'll go out through here roughly a quarter of a mile. Trail that leads out to Eagle's Nest and Buzzard's Roost will cut off to the left. Coming up on signage and our next trail junction. If you were to keep straight right here, take you on out towards the East Pinnacle. We're going to cut back to the left here, take this trail out. We're going to be heading to Eagle's Nest. After just a few tenths of a mile, coming up on our next trail junction here. If you were to take a left here, this would take you out towards Buzzard's Roost. There's another trail out through there that'll take you over towards Robe Mountain. Not a lot going on over through there. That's just it's a pretty decent little woodland walk, but once you get over there, there's no clear rock outcrops or unobstructed views. Buzzard's Roost, it's mediocre. It's starting to get kind of grew up to where you got obstructed views out there too. Anyway, we're going to take about a quarter-mile hike out through here to the right. Go out here and check out Eagle's Nest. This, the East Pinnacle, and Indian Fort Lookout, your three best overlooks up here. As you start getting out close to the Eagle's Nest overlook, start getting into some evergreens. This wind's got them rocking pretty good today, got them creaking and making a lot of noise. The sky's looking awfully blue out here. Not sure how well we'll be able to photograph it. We're going to give it a go since we're out here anyway. As you come down to the overlook, there's a bunch of big boulders out here, so you do have to do a little bit of scrambling. Nothing too crazy. As you can see, lots of big boulders just sitting around out here. Sounding like the wind's picked up once again. Show you a little window out here real quick. And as I mentioned, a lot of blue sky. Yeah, definitely not my favorite kind of day. If you can hear for the wind, here's a look out from Eagle's Nest. Just on the other side of that hill there is where the East Pinnacle is. Can't see any part of the lake from here. You can see a little bit of it from the East Pinnacle, but just behind that hill right there is where Owsley Fork Lake is. And then right through here, 421 runs up through there, and that takes you on up to the big hill. This wind will calm down a little bit. Get the camera set up. See if I can get a couple shots across through here. Still really green down in the valley. One last look from Eagle's Nest. Well, as I mentioned earlier, got a little late start to the day. Actually going to put me in a little bit of a time crunch, so I think Eagle's Nest is going to be our last stop today. I'm going to bypass the East Pinnacle with this visit. Next time I come up here, I'll try to make a little more time, or come on a day when I have more time. Give a little better visit of the Pinnacles. A little more trail detail and stuff. But anyway, I'm going to backtrack out of here the way we came. Whenever we get out to the main dome trail, we'll make a left and head over towards the East Pinnacle. But whenever I get to the next trail junction down there, I'll make a right and head back down towards the parking lot. That way we're not seeing the same thing twice. Probably get a few shots on the way out of here of some color. Other than that, I'll see you at the truck. Coming back down to our trail junction here at the main dome trail. Going to take this left, head out and connect with the East Pinnacle Trail. Then we'll be making a right and heading back towards the park. Coming down on our next trail junction here. If you made a left uphill here, take you out to the East Pinnacle. Short on time today and conditions ain't that great. We'll head on out of here, so we're gonna make a right and head back towards parking. Coming up on our main trail junction, we got several people coming up the trail from the parking lot. When they get here where this bench is, they're making a left, following the main trail back down to parking. Getting back down close to parking, starting to run into a lot of people, so I'm going to go ahead and sign the video off here. Wish I hadn't have been on such a time crunch and there'd have been a little better conditions today, but maybe I was still able to come away with some decent shots and you was able to get some good looks at the Pinnacles. I hope you enjoyed today's adventure. If you would, be sure to give me that thumbs up. Helps out the channel. If you haven't already while you're here, consider subscribing. Hope to see you guys again soon. Thanks for watching.